Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be covering Kaspa once again. I'm going to be telling you what are personally my exit strategies for Kaspa. So make sure you guys watch this entire video. Anyways, with that being said, let's jump back right into it. First of all guys, if we check out the charts for Kaspa, I just want to give you a brief recap for today. As you can see, Kaspa is moving exactly like we had predicted in some of my previous videos. I had mentioned to you all that we were about to drop and we are going to be finding some really strong support at this level right over here at a price of about 15 cents. As you can see, the price dipped below this 15-cent marker right over here. However, we got some massive support from this level, and as you can see, the price has already bumped up. So if you guys had any orders set up for right over here, I believe you guys should have completely executed them, and you guys should be in a really good position right now. Now in the next couple of weeks, I do expect the price of Kaspa to hover around these levels, but after that I do expect a move towards the upside where Kaspa should potentially be breaking out of its recent all-time high at a price of about 20 cents. Now, I have covered my price prediction in the past videos as well, but I personally believe in the recent times, Kaspa has a strong possibility of reaching 30 cents to about 24 cents to about 30 cents, which is about a 56% move at the bare minimum and 93% move at the top. Overall, if we check out the volume, you can see the volume is looking pretty steady. The selling pressure is increasing a bit. However, for the past couple of weeks, we haven't really seen any sort of massive buying pressure or any sort of selling pressure as well. So overall, we are pretty neutral, to be completely honest. Anyways, now let's jump back to my exit strategy for Kaspa, because I believe this is something which I should be answering to all of you, because I make daily Kaspa videos and you guys should be knowing how much, or when is my plan to take my profits out of Kaspa. So guys, in this video I'm going to be doing full disclosure. Right over here, as you can see, I have inputted the amount of 167,000 Kaspa tokens, which is roughly about $27,300 or $27,400. Now, did I invest about 20k into Kaspa? Well, I actually didn't invest that much amount of money into this project, but this is what my investments are worth right now, because I was a little earlier in my investments. I had invested somewhere along these lines over here, so my money has grown exponentially, but it does not mean that you guys need to be holding these many tokens as well. Now in my videos, I mentioned to you all that I'm buying Kaspa here and there, and this is what I exactly mean by that. I have been DCing into the project for the past couple of months, or say for the past year or so, and overall this is what my portfolio looks like right now in terms of Kaspa holdings. I have approximately 167,000 Kaspa tokens, which I am 100% agreeing with all of you out here watching this video. It's not a lot, but I believe it is enough skin in the game for a new project like Kaspa. My main investments are in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of the other gems as well, but this is what my Kaspa holdings have come down to as of right now. Now guys, I'm going to be telling you my exit strategy, but before I move on to that, I want to tell you, full disclosure, these are personally my exit targets, and I'm not telling you guys to take your exits exactly where I'm planning to take them. Your targets might be higher or your targets might be lower than mine. However guys, this is personally my personal price targets, and I believe this is the time when I should be taking out my profits out of Kaspa, and it should be a safer investment for me as well. So guys, right now, as you can see, the price is hovering around 16 cents. We are down by roughly 2% on today. In the last 7 days, we are down by roughly 5%. In the last 30 days, we are down by roughly nothing, to be completely honest. But in the last 90 days, we are down by roughly 10%. So guys, I personally believe I have two price targets set for myself, to be completely honest. Now, the first price target, which I personally have set up for myself, is going to be for the Kaspa project to reach a market cap of roughly $50 billion. Now, I personally believe this market cap is very suitable for a newer project like Kaspa, because we are not really pumping it in the top, let's say, 5 cryptocurrencies, or actually, yes, right now it should be on the 6th if Kaspa gets to $50 billion in market cap. But this is something which I believe is possible for Kaspa, and it should be happening sooner or later in the upcoming bull market rally. Kaspa is doing much better as compared to some of its competitors out there, such as Solana, such as XRP, such as Cardano, such as AVAX, Chainlink. Kaspa is doing far better job than all of these chains combined, and this includes Litecoin as well. But I personally believe that a $50 billion market cap for Kaspa should be really good starting point for your exit strategy. So my personal strategy is pretty simple. Right now, as I am DCAing into the project every single week, I plan to DCA out of the project every single week as well. So once the price reaches $2, that is when I'm going to be start taking my profits out of the project, and let me explain you exactly how I'm going to be doing that. So let's say the project reaches a price of about $2. Then my investment worth about $27,000 right now is going to be worth roughly $340,000. Now I know that's a huge part of money, and majority of the people out there, me included right now, I mean, if I get to this figure, in a couple of weeks or just tomorrow, I'm going to be taking all of it out. But once I reach this mark right over here, which I think should be fairly easy for Kaspa to reach, I'm not going to be taking 100% of my portfolio out. Instead, I'm going to be taking out 5% of the profits every single week. So, 5% of approximately $300,000, I believe it comes down to almost about $9,000 to about $10,000 or about $15,000. And that is what I'm going to be taking out of Kaspa every single week. Now, I'm not saying you guys should be following this strategy, but I believe this is a really good scenario because once the price reaches $2, there is no such justification whether the price of the project is going to be going towards the upside or towards the downside. However, the better outlook and another way to look at from the perspective is going to be, getting out of your initial investment, which I have already gotten out of. So right now, this is all completely pure profit. And I mean, I can take out, let's say 5% every single week. So even if the price reaches, let's say $3 or $5 or $10 or $20, I will be taking some of my profits out at those levels as well. I'm not going to be completely underestimating all of my positions within just a matter of like a couple of price targets. So I'm going to be taking my profits out at $2, but next week, if it happens, let's say the price jumps to about 1.8, then again, I'm going to be taking some of my profits out. But what happens is, with these altcoins, if the other week or say the second week, the project jumps to about $2.2, then again, I'm going to be taking some of my profits out. That way I can make a really good average, and that's going to be really helpful for the majority of the people watching this video out here as well, because it's really easy to say that you need to time the markets correctly, but no person on the planet has able to time the markets absolutely perfectly. There are people who always buy at the top, and there are people who always buy at the bottom, because if there are no people out there who are going to be willing to buy from you at these price points, you're going to be witnessing a massive crash. Right over here, we saw no person interested in buying or selling. That's why we saw a constant flat line. However, right over here, we saw some massive rise in demand for Kaspa tokens, and the sellers were not selling. When we went into a downfall, we saw a lot of people wanting to sell their tokens and lower amount of people buying their tokens. I hope I made some sense back over there, but overall what I want to say to you all is going to be that it's not, you don't need to time the markets correctly. You can just DCA into your positions, and you can DCA out of your positions. That way you are going to be finding a really good average, and that way you can be really profitable as well. Now, all in all, guys, the other price prediction which I personally have for my personal portfolio is going to be another market cap goal, which before I move on to, I just want to tell you all about my trade signal group. This is my personal private community, which is also called as the Crypto Cartel. In Crypto Cartel, I post my personal trade calls, which can help you generate a lot of amount of money in a short amount of time. As you can see, here are some screenshots from some of our recent trades. We got profits of 331%, profits of 517%, profits of 263%, and the list goes on and on. My Crypto Cartel group right now is about $30 every single month, which comes down to $1 every single day. But once you invest into this group, I 100% assure you guys are not going to be leaving at all, because we are going to be making so much money together that you guys are going to be completely mind blown. Anyways, now let's jump back to video and let me show you my second price target, which I have for Kaspa. So 5% every single week, that was my first strategy. But the second plan which I personally have for is going to be, I'm going to be holding at least 20% of my position. So every single week 5%, but in the end I'm going to be leaving my Kaspa holdings with approximately 20% of my position. So as of right now, that should be about 32,000 Kaspa tokens. So when that happens, that is the amount of money which I am personally hoping to ride along the way. And I personally have a price prediction, but that might sound a bit of a ridiculous price prediction, but this is certainly what I have come up with. So the price prediction which I have personally for Kaspa, the second price prediction is going to be the market cap of roughly $100 billion, and this will get the price of Kaspa to roughly $4, and this will give me an upside of about 24x on our money. So just to get into perspective, my 32,000 Kaspa tokens, 32,000 Kaspa tokens are going to be worth roughly $130,000. Right now these coins are only worth about $5,000, but who knows, if things play right and if everything goes according to the plan, I'm planning to make roughly about $400 to about $500,000 simply from Kaspa. I don't like to say it, but this is something which I'm planning to do if things actually go wrong. No one can truly practically say how the markets are going to be playing out. We could practically be staying at the similar levels for the entirety of the bull market. We have seen this once with Cardano. Cardano was once the top 4 listing. Right now it is in the top 11, but the price is not going anywhere. I mean, if we check out the prices for Cardano, you will be able to see that the project hasn't been moving at all. Right over here, we can see a downward sloping trend line in the last month or so. You can see the price started from about 31 cents, and right now we are sitting at about 32 cents. In the last year or so, you can see the price started from about 25 cents. Right now we are sitting at about 32 cents. So overall, no sort of movements or no sort of crazy movements have been happening for Cardano. You can see from right over at these price points, once we reach this $2.4 price target, and when we fell down towards these price targets of about 30-40 cents, we haven't really seen any sort of movements for Cardano at all. So this is also possible in terms of Kaspa as well. It is possible in terms of any other cryptocurrencies out there. That's why it's too early to make certain kind of predictions, but it's good to have an exit plan for your investments, because they're going to be growing really, really well if things play out, and you guys need to be knowing when to sell, because it's really too easy to buy, but it's very, very difficult to sell when you're up a magnificent amount of money. So people like to say that when I'm going to be up, let's say about 100k, I'm going to be taking out my profits. But guys, when you reach that $100,000, you're going to be thinking that if I make just 1% more, that's going to be roughly $1,000. And then in your mindset, you're going to be shifting from, you're going to be saying that, let's say I make another 100% return on my $100,000 investment, that's going to be worth roughly $200,000. So don't be greedy, guys. Take your profits as quickly as possible, and whenever you guys feel the things are right. Because you guys should not be thinking from your heart, you guys should be thinking from your brain, because whenever we think from our heart, we always want to hold the coin for longer. But we have seen in the crypto space, you guys should not be left holding the bag. Instead, you guys should be taking out your profit side as soon as possible, and once your price target achieves. So make sure you guys comment down your exit strategies for Kaspa down below. I'll be sure to check them all out, and I'm going to be telling you some of my personal thoughts on the price predictions as well. By the way guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys join the Crypto Cartel. As mentioned previously as well, it is my personal private community where I give you signals when you guys should be buying into a project and selling out of a project. Apart from this, I also give out technical analysis, various business opportunities, my personal portfolio, and there's also a chat option where you can chat with like-minded people who are seriously invested into the space and are making some huge money from the space as well. As always, I'll catch you tomorrow with another video. Hope you all have an amazing day ahead. Peace out.